Hey there, fellow Jujutsu Kaisen fans. Today, we've got a jaw-dropping chapter to discuss, chapter 236. It's packed with emotions and reveals that will leave you speechless. So, let's dive right in. The chapter starts with a shocking encounter between Geto and Gojo. Geto casually greets Gojo with a "yo," but Gojo seems absolutely stunned. He can't believe what's happening. Geto accuses Gojo of being rude, but Gojo's mind is somewhere else entirely. Gojo drops a heavy statement, revealing that he once told his students that when you die, you're alone. He hopes that what he's currently experiencing is just a figment of his imagination. Geto, on the other hand, seems rather indifferent and asks, "Who cares?" Gojo then opens up about his father, but he quickly changes the topic, mentioning that he entrusted it to Shoko to handle. Geto, curious as ever, asks about Gojo's encounter with the King of Curses. Gojo describes Sukuna as incredibly powerful and admits that he didn't even go all out during their fight. He goes on to say that even without Megumi's curse technique, he's not sure if he could have won. Geto is shocked that Sukuna made Gojo, of all people, admit this. Gojo reveals that he gave his all during the battle, his trained body, his learned techniques, his honed talent, and even his inspiration and explosive powers. He wanted all of this to reach Sukuna. He sums it up by saying it was fun. He even expresses a sense of pity for Sukuna, feeling sorry that he couldn't give his all in their battle. Geto is a bit envious of Gojo's attitude but acknowledges that if Gojo is satisfied with it, then it's all good. Gojo reflects on how he would have been even more satisfied if Geto had been there to give him a motivational pat on the back. He's glad that what ultimately took him down wasn't time or disease but someone stronger. Nanami chimes in, recalling a conversation he had with Geto about leaving all the Jujutsu sorcery jobs to Gojo. He mentions how Gojo didn't view Jujutsu as something to live or protect but rather used it to satisfy himself, somewhat like a pervert. It's an interesting perspective on Gojo's character. Haibara adds that Gojo's behavior is something everyone noticed but didn't say out loud. Nanami expresses sympathy for Gojo, and Gojo thanks him for that. Gojo asks Nanami how his own last moments were. Nanami shares that he once asked Mei for advice, and she suggested two options: move north if you're looking for a new side of yourself, or move south if you want to stay the same. Nanami chose south without hesitation, and his last moments weren't too bad, thanks to Haibara. Gojo then bids farewell to everyone: Geto, Yaga, Nanami, Haibara, Riko, and Kuroi. It's a poignant moment as we say goodbye to Gojo Satoru. Rest in peace, Gojo Satoru. Now, shifting gears back to the present, we return to the world of Jujutsu Kaisen. Sukuna takes center stage, explaining Mahoraga's adaptation abilities. When Mahoraga takes an attack, it gradually adapts to it over time, and the more attacks it endures, the faster it adapts. Sukuna had initially expected Mahoraga to be a role model, adapting to Gojo's infinity. However, it soon adapts to neutralize Gojo's infinity. When Mahoraga unleashes a slash, it's a game changer. It doesn't just target Gojo, it extends its reach to the entire space and the world itself, effectively cutting through it all. As a result, Gojo gets cut in half. Sukuna emphasizes that when you can cut the entire world, infinity becomes irrelevant. And just when we thought things couldn't get crazier, the chapter wraps up with a stunning reveal. As Sukuna bids farewell to Gojo, the narrator introduces a new character, Thunder God, Hajime Kashimo. This chapter is an emotional roller coaster, with Gojo's farewell, Sukuna's power demonstration, and the introduction of a mysterious new character. Get ready for more mind-blowing developments in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen.